Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. Thank you guys all so much for joining me today. Today we're going to go ahead and be trying out the Cozy Hearth collection by Born Pretty. It includes a beautiful fall collection with 6 bottles. Each bottle is 7 milliliters each. We have the little user manual here. Here's how the gel polishes look. At top, they do include the number, Cozy Hearth Milky Jelly. It's a really pretty black jelly color, which I really love. You guys know I love black. I do not own a black jelly. I usually would make it myself, but this is going to just save me so much time mixing that color. Have their magic gel remover. You have this gorgeous holographic box. It is 15 milliliters. You can tell right away just by the size of the box. Here's how it looks. Super pretty bottle design. So here's a closer look at the consistency. It's very thick, cloudy. I'm not too sure what's in it. I should be able to see the ingredients back here, and they do not have that. Let me check the box real quick. So here are the ingredients listed only on the box, but I do love that it tells you what it does have. Of course, when using any product on your nails, make sure you only get it on your nails. Do not try to touch the skin. Go ahead and try it really quick. Just apply a thick layer. I'm going to quickly grab the end of my cuticle pusher and just scrape. And you guys can see it comes right off. Go ahead and quickly just place it on there. Here I do think it needs to be left on for just a bit longer, but it definitely does work. It's pretty quick and easy. You guys can see how wonderful this product actually is. Again, try your best to not get it onto your skin. Try to scrape it directly off from the free edge. Here, the 10 out of 10 already. It works pretty great, honestly. Again, I do recommend to first fall off the first thin layer and then apply the product, of course. So here are all the swatches. We have 6 beautiful, gorgeous colors, perfect for the fall season. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys 6 different designs using these colors, and we are going to go ahead and be creating a press-on set, so they are going to go according to fall. So at first I did do a tortoise shell design. I didn't like how it turned out, so we are going to redo this nail entirely. Alright, so here's how the nail turned out. I honestly did not like it. I finished the whole entire set, and this one is just, it was in the back of my mind like, yeah, I don't really like how it looks, and if I don't like anything, I'm going to redo it. So we're going to redo that nail only. We're going to do a different design. I went ahead and placed a new nail tip, and we're going to go ahead and do the same base. So for our base, we're going to start off by using the color 02, which is a pink jelly color. We're going to do one thin coat. Now we're going to go in and apply a second coat. Now let's grab the color 03, which is a peachy oranges jelly color. Apply that directly on the base, and now we have kind of like a nudish kind of tone. Let's grab this watercolor nail gel, which is just blooming gel. Apply one thin layer of this, very thin, and we're going to grab the color 01, which is like an oranges with some mylar flakes. We're going to grab this Born Pretty liner brush and just pick that up directly from the bristle of the brush. And around that, before curing your watercolor nail gel, we're just going to place this around the nail, just like so, very gently. And we do want to pack the color on just because it is a translucent color. And you're just going to let that bloom, let it do its thing, and it's going to come out super pretty. I was actually really happy with this design. I also think it would look pretty if you were to first go in with blooming gel, a thin layer of that 04 color, which is a brown jelly, and then directly then do another layer of blooming gel and do this color. So I think that would also turn out nice, but I also really loved how this one turned out. Just like so, we went around all the nail. Here's how that looks. We're going to go ahead and cure. Grabbing your Born Pretty Super Top Coat, go ahead and just top coat that and then cure for 60 seconds. Next, we're going to grab some rhinestone glue and my 𝚖𝚎𝚗 liner brush. This is 11mm liner. You do need a long liner. We're going to go ahead and just pick some of that rhinestone glue. It is no wipe. So once you cure this, it should be ready to go. And to create these little blobs, we're going to go round and round, hovering over the nail, creating a little perfect circle. Once we have our little glob down, go ahead and just pull that directly, very gently. Then we're just going to go ahead and continue dragging that along. At the top, if you lose your little kind of circle shape, your little glob, you can go again and just kind of hover over the nail. We're doing a second one, and now we're going to do a third one here. Just go round and round and then pull outward. Beautiful. Then we're going to go ahead and cure that for 60 seconds, and that's basically it for the first design. Super pretty. Up next, we're going to go in with the color 02. Again, we're doing 2 coats of this gorgeous color. Next, we're going to grab the color 03 now. Apply a thin layer of this to create that nudish tone that we want. I absolutely love jelly colors because they're so versatile. You guys can basically just mix them. You guys saw me created just a new color. There's no streaking. Now we went ahead and applied one thin layer of the watercolor nail gel. We're going to use the color 04, which is a brown jelly color. In this dotting tool, we're going to kind of hover it over in an oval kind of motion, side to side. And that blooming gel is just going to do its job. It's going to create such a gorgeous, effortless design. I'm going to continue doing that. And just like so, then we're going to go ahead and then cure for 30 seconds in our lamp. Look how beautiful this design looks. Using our Born Pretty Super Top Coat, now we're going to go in and apply one very thin layer, then do a full cure of 60 seconds. Next, we're going to grab our buffer and just kind of mat out the nail. Just like so, just mat it out, remove any dust. Use an isopropyl alcohol, go ahead and cleanse the nail very well. And we're going to be using some rhinestone glue, apply that onto a palette. We're going to be using this 𝚞𝚎𝚗 liner brush again. It's an 11mm liner. We're going to go ahead and just pick up a little bit of that. And we're going to kind of create little lines here, only at the edges, to kind of accentuate the little gem or rhinestone that we're going to put in the center here. Just like so. And now we're only going to cure for 40 seconds, my bad. 40 seconds only. Here's how it looks. It's pretty thick. It's very nice to work with. And we cured for 40. Again, I repeat, 40 only. And we're going to grab our chrome and gold powder. Just a little bit of that. And we're just going to go ahead and just rub that gently around where we placed that rhinestone gel, just like so. Now, using a brush, go ahead and remove any excess chrome powder. And we're going to apply a thin layer of base coat first to the chrome and then to the entire nail. Just one very thin layer of base. And we just went ahead and applied this little kind of star, little charm. I don't know what it honestly is. But we're going to go in and now top coat that charm, just because it will tarnish if you do not top coat it. And now we're just going to top coat the entire nail. And that's basically done. We cure that for 60 seconds. Now onto the middle finger. We're going to go in with one thin layer of the color 02. Now we're going to go in with the second layer. And now we're going to go in with the color 03, which is that orange jelly color. Cure for 30 seconds. We're going to grab some of this solid nail tips gel by Born Pretty. And we're just going to place a little bit of alcohol onto our little tool, onto our gloves as well. You want to make sure you are using gloves when using this product. And here I'm kind of just rolling that. Once we've rolled that, I'm going to go ahead and just use my cuticle pusher to kind of cut them in even little pieces. If it gets stuck to your cuticle pusher or your gloves, and make sure you are keeping your tools kind of moist with some isopropyl alcohol, just a little bit. We created 5 little tiny balls, and I'm going to be using my Nails by Def little baby blender, I believe it's called. Again, here we have no more alcohol, so I'm making sure that my tools are wet again so it doesn't stick. Using a little brush here, we're going to go ahead and just pick up the little ball, place it in the center or wherever you want to place it, up high. And I'm just going to place that down, and now we're using the silicone pointy end. And in the center here, we're just going to kind of create a little divot here. You guys can run them out. It's actually really easy to work with. Again, just make sure you're keeping your tools a little bit wet. Here you guys can see me going back and just grabbing a little bit of that so my brush won't stick. And we're just going to round these out, or little pearls, or little beads, whatever you want to call them, petals. And yeah, here I'm just going to let you guys enjoy watching this process. Isn't too bad, honestly. And here again, we're just pushing that little divot in the center to kind of open the little petals, give them a little bit more depth. And just like so, we're going to continue doing that to each and every single petal. I'm here laying my third one, same thing. Lay it down. You use this little silicone tool, just like so. And I am not curing any petal. Usually I would, but this one I decided to just go ahead and do it full, just like so. And here I'm basically not just using my silicone tool. Now that we have all the petals laid on the nail, I can go in and actually work with how I want them to be now. So yeah, we're just going to round out any petals. kind of move them around where I want them to be. Once you laid your petals down, we're going to go ahead and cure them for 120 seconds using the color 01, which is this orange color with a little bit of gold little accents here and there. We're going to use this bowl and petal brush here to go ahead and just color their entire nail. Right away when I saw this color, I really just thought of this 3D flower and then this color on top. And immediately I was like, okay, one nail has to have a 3D flower and this color on top. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and just fill the entire nail. You do want to use a lot of product just because it is jelly, but not too much. Here I'm just applying it with the brush directly on there. And then we're just going to go ahead and brush them outward. Most of the product will lay in between the petals just because we have that little divot of the flowers there. Once you filled them all in, we're going to go in and do a full cure of 30 seconds. Let me know what you guys think about this color. I absolutely loved it. Now grabbing the color 04, which is that brown jelly, we're going to go in and just kind of mark our little petals here. You do want to grab a little bit more product just because it is a jelly color, so you do need a little bit more for it to show up. You guys can see I'm just kind of tracing the outline of her flower there. Then I went ahead and did a full cure of 30 seconds using some rhinestone glue. We're going to go ahead and place that in the center, and then using our petal brush here, we're going to go in and just bring that outward to kind of just top coat the rest of the little 3D flower. I do want to mention a little trick that I did beforehand, so I wouldn't have to top coat the entire petal or the entire flower all over again. I did apply the layer of top coat first, flash cured it only for 10 seconds, and then I did the flower. Once I finished the flower, then I did a full cure of the entire nail for 60 seconds, and we wouldn't have to top coat that little nude base we had there. I applied some caviar beads, and then we did a full cure of 60 seconds. On to the next nail, we're going to do the same base. We're doing 2 coats of the color 02. Here we're doing the second one, and lastly we're going to go in with the color 03, one very thin layer. Then we're going to do a full cure of 30 seconds. Beautiful color. Next we're going to grab the color 04, which is a brown jelly, and we're going to apply some of that onto a little petal brush on only one end, and we're going to kind of create little branches here. During fall season, most trees are losing their little leaves and all that, so I thought just let's create some little branches here on the end, and just like so. You do want to use a petal brush. A liner brush will not work just because you are working with a jelly color. Just a little FYI, and you are packing a lot of that on there. Then we did a full cure of 30 seconds. Now using this Akiki liner brush, now we're going to go in with the liner, and that is just going to make the little branches pop up more. We're just going in and outlining or tracing the branches that we already have. We did a full cure of 30 seconds. Here's how that looks. Next we're going to grab some of these gorgeous sequins. I haven't used these. I have a bunch of them. I have a bunch of these, and I just never got the chance to use this. But we're going to go in with the color 01. Gorgeous. And we're just going to go ahead and just top that entire nail using the Born Pretty 8-in-1 nail glue. It is much thicker, and we're just going to go ahead and apply that. Apply our little leaf there, and just like so, without killing your 8-in-1 glue. Here's how that looks. And using this little wrap that the gel polish came in, we're just going to cut a little piece, and we're going to go ahead and lay this on top of the nail without killing your 8-in-1 glue yet, and just rub that. We're going to go ahead and just kind of pull that towards the front, towards the back, everywhere. We want to make sure that the leaves lay very flat. So I'm just making sure I take my time doing this. I'm stretching the little kind of plastic that we have here. You can also use saran wrap, but this came in the kit and it was perfect because I did not want to run to my kitchen to get saran wrap. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and then this flash cure, we're rubbing them down very well to make sure that they do stay down. Let's go ahead and peel that off, and boom. Next we're going to grab the 8-in-1 nail glue again, and we're going to go in and apply one very thick layer to encapsulate those leaves. Then we're going to go in and cure for 30 seconds. And lastly, we're going to go in with the Born Pretty Super top coat the nails, and do a full cure of 60 seconds. Now finally we have the last nail. I hope you guys are enjoying this video so far. We're doing the same base. I'm not going to repeat it because it's the same thing. I really loved how the set turned out. At the beginning, when I finished doing the entire design and that tortoiseshell design was complete, I didn't feel really happy with the set. I was like, I don't feel like posting it right away, so that usually tells me, hey, you're not really too happy, so redo it. But yeah, here I'm going to go in and apply some watercolor nail gel without caring. We're applying some brown there. We're going to let that bloom, and now we're going to go ahead and apply directly onto the blooming gel and that brown some gold flakes.
And then we went ahead and did a full cure of 60 seconds, grabbing some top coat. We're going to top coat this nail entirely. Next, we're going to buff the nail very gently, remove any dust, and some isopropyl alcohol to remove dust as well. We're going to grab the rhinestone glue. This is a 𝚞𝚎𝚗𝚗𝚍 liner brush again. Same thing, we're going to go ahead and just pick some of this up. And now we're going to go ahead and just outline the entire nail here. All around the nail, we're just going to apply one very thin line of this all around, just like so. You guys can see. It's honestly not too bad to work with this rhinestone gel. I have used my cards before, and then I ended up I bought like 3 of these. And at the beginning, it was actually hard to work with, but it was just because I needed to let it sit for a while. But yeah, we went ahead and cured that for, again, 40 seconds only. And then we're going to go in and apply this gold chrome powder here, just like so. Rub that on very gently. After that, we're going to grab our dusting brush, remove any excess chrome powder. And lastly, we're going to go ahead and apply one thin layer of base coat. I forgot to show the entire process of me applying the base coat, but yeah, one thin layer of base coat, and then you're going to go ahead and top coat the nail, and you're basically done. So here's how the set turned out. Let me know what you guys think about today's video. Did you guys learn any new techniques? Did you enjoy the sets? And how did you guys also feel about that tortoiseshell design? I feel like I didn't do it correctly. I still need more practice on that. But overall, I really love this fall set. I really love this Born Pretty gel polishes. They're amazing to work with. Honestly, they never fail to amaze me. All their colors come out really pretty, and you can create such gorgeous designs. The color scheme as well on their collections are also really good. But yeah, here's how they turned out. Super beautiful. Thank you guys all so much for joining me today. I hope to see you guys next time. Please take care, and happy October to all of you guys. Goodbye.